there, it's Melissa here, and who else is with me?
Me.
What's your name?
Brielle.
Brielle is here too, and what I'm doing is showing you the making of a layout that I made probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. Things have been crazy here. I know I say this every time, but December is really busy. I also had the flu last week, and Brielle, you got sick too, didn't you? What did you have?
A cough.
A cough and a fever? Yeah, we thought it was chicken pox, but it wasn't, was it? So, this whole layout is inspired by...
Check my spot.
Yeah, they did check your spots and they're all gone now, yes. This layout is totally inspired by the Dear Lizzie chipboard word adventure.
Yeah,
and
in bottle.
That's right. And I knew that I wanted to scrap another photo of Sam because this kit was my first secret not secret kit, and it featured boy product. If you want to see it, you can go back through my playlist for the Kit Club and you'll see my layout share. And so what I'm doing here is backing this photo.
Look! Ice cream.
Oh dear, Lola's eating the melted ice cream, but you weren't going to eat it anyway, were you? Okay, sorry guys, Kat has got into some ice cream. That's okay. So this is a photo of Sam and Azaria. You can't see her really, but it's them walking to the bus stop, going to the bus for the very first time on their own. I have scrapped a similar photo before for the family album, but this one is for Sam's album. Now, yeah, it's probably not a big... That's right. It's probably not a big deal because he is...
No, it's got 7
walking to the bus stop, but
Daddy.
my kids go to a what is called a state integrated Christian school.
And I'm going to Lisbon.
That's right. So it's not a state school, but they have to go on state school bus. And so the big deal is that they didn't used to go on the bus. I think this is a couple of years ago. And when they first started going on the bus, Brielle, you were quite young then, and we would walk them to the bus stop. Then they got told they were going on to a different bus, and the bus stop was closer to a house. And so after a couple of times with me, then they decided they'd go by themselves. And so
we walked to the hunt.
Yeah, we did. And so it's a big deal for them. It was a big deal, more of a big deal for me to let them go on the bus by themselves. And so that's what this is about. Now, the grass looks really dry, and it looks like that now as well. This would have been in February at the beginning of the year, school year. And where we live is it's an alpine ski resort, and so it snows in the winter, and in summer it's inland in New Zealand. It is really dry and really hot. So some people water their lawns. We end up having to conserve water, so we don't. All that to say, just to explain why the photo looks like it does. So it's not a really exciting photo or a beautiful photo, but it has a lot of meaning for me because it's me letting them go, really, and letting them do their thing. So here I've gotten that basic grey sticker sheet, and there was a notebook edge sticker, which I thought worked well for a school-themed layout, which this is because they're going to school. I have just put a couple of pattern paper layers behind my photo, and then I've used the glassine type bag that came in the kit, and I've just folded it to make it work as you saw, and used it as another layer. I've got that heart tab sticker from the basic grey sheet, and I've just put a little pop dot behind it so to give it some dimension. Now, I've seen a lot of people do a lot of things with these Dear Lizzie chipboard words, and I did think about using maybe some mixed media, or yes, Brielle's just pointing to the actual layout which I've got displayed, but I decided to leave it white because I think it really pops against that beautiful background paper. So I hope you guys don't mind Brielle in this, in my voiceover. It's just that I don't have much time at the moment, so bear with. And so what I'm doing here is just using some of the stickers, layering them up, adding dimension behind them. And so I'm wanting to use as much as I can now because I am getting to the end of this kit. I think I've got a couple more layouts or projects that I want to do, but my next kit has arrived, and I'll be sharing the kit share of that in the video after this. So you know, you want to get on and use the newer product or the newer stuff that arrives, but I'm quite hard on myself, I guess, and I make myself kill the kit before I move to the next one. So the best way to stick this down was with liquid adhesive. I put heaps on, and then I needed a lot on because I needed to glue it over the top of my photo and over these layers. So just pressed it down. My glue is pretty good. It dries pretty quickly. And then I hadn't used any of these.
Cleaning.
You are cleaning. Fancy Pants letter stickers. So I wanted to put the word bus
Right here.
so that the title of my layout is Bus Adventure. Now, it didn't quite fit here. I didn't want it to overlap Sam because he really is the main feature of this photo. So I just didn't push them down, which is the best thing to do. And if you print at home, you really don't want to push down. You can't with home printing. I find that if you press too hard, when you lift up elements, they will leave either sticky stuff behind or they'll pull up your photo. So here are some of the letter stickers or word stickers, phrase stickers, sorry. I'm really distracted, as you can tell. And I just pulled off a couple of the hearts. I think I had 3 left and it was good to use them all up.
So I'm cleaning under here.
You are cleaning there. And we've just eaten our lunch and Briella's cleaning for me, so that's really nice, isn't it? And adding some of these phrases.
Your hands up now.
That is from Pretty Little Studio, and I've cut that apart. Now, I've hardly used any of them, so I probably need to think of a way to use up them. You can see I've used a lot of the stars and a lot of the hearts on those 1 Canoe 2 stickers. Now, with my journaling, obviously black wasn't going to work, so I have the silver pen, which Sam has taken off with, so I need to get it back. And so I just added it quite subtly underneath the word adventure. Now, from a distance, because I display my layouts before I put them away, you can't read it at all, but when you go through the layout, you'll be able to see it. So then I dropped on some white mist, and I like the subtleness of that as well. It just helps draw the eye to the photo. And I kind of thought I was done, but then I thought, no, it needs a little bit of something else. I knew I needed to put the date on, and that's what I'm going to put on that little label. Now, when you look at my final layout, you can't see the date because I haven't put it on yet. And yep, that's probably one of my worst habits with scrapbooking, is not dating my layouts. But I do need to go back and find what the actual date was. Now, this wood veneer word broke in the shipping of my kit, but it doesn't matter because you can glue them back together on paper and you'd never know looking at it. So I had smudged some of the white mist, and that's why I wanted to put something over the top. So that amazing worked really well. And just dabbing up some of the glue. I've layered another word and a little heart. I think I was trying to use up all the hearts, and then just having a look at these stickers to see if there's anything else. And I think I added another heart. So that's my final layout. Yeah, I'm really sorry I haven't been around. I have great plans to scrap, but then I get heaps of work, interruptions, etc. But I will be back again soon, and hopefully next year I'll have something a bit more permanent.